Hi guys, I'm Laura and today I will do an overview about Monitoo, what it does, what it doesn't, and if you have any questions you can ask us and get in contact. So in this first dashboard we have the active license, the installed computers, total users, and online computers, where you can see this general information and two just passing by the mouse. Okay, you can see the online computers as well. In here I filtered by a date, but you can filter by a day, 2 days, and everything. It show you the top 10 programs, apps, and categories, top 10 sites, and the same thing, the URLs and the categories too. The programs, it's 24 hours most accessive, so you can see the categories and apps too, and websites 24 hours too, and where else. In this next one, I will filter by department, and we show you like timeline. Okay, you can see all the activities just passing by the mouse, and what is productivity, unproductive, and everything. You have all access to this information. But for example, I will filter in here more details and 10 a.m. Okay, I just click in up in the hour and open this dashboard where you can see a description with more information about the total hour, total productive, unproductive, undefined, neutral, and inactive. You can see the time was consolidate, productive classification, and I score productivity by this time we filter. And down here you can see all the historic. Okay, you can see by a program, okay, a file, and everything. Slack, Microsoft Outlook, and just for you know how Monitoo works. Once the client is installed in these machines, we'll be monitoring all the access, activities, and all behavior about this employee, and just give you the whole historic. So, for example, in here I filtered by the 10 a.m. and will show you a historic completed, what I accessed, and everything. So, Monitoo identified I access to WhatsApp desktop and will be. So by default, Monitoo will be categorizing this program in this category. You can add new categories, but by default, Monitoo does this work. And just you have to know and to do is classificate this category by productive or unproductive. Now you know a little bit more, you know how to categorize and how to analyze this data. You can export to PDF or Excel if you want. In the next dashboard, I filter by data, and it shows all in this information, like the total hours and all the description, like productivity and productivity hours per day. In here we have productive value, so it's a monetary value. Okay, based on the salary you can put for this employee. Monitoo will be calculating this hour, okay, this time, and give you this hour with a some value. Down here we have the same analysis, but you can filter more time too, but with the I score. about this productivity, okay, and a total hours per day and everything. Next, in here you can analyze this information with working hours analysis. You'll be giving you this score with this information. For example, my projected workload is 9 hours and a description about these hours if I have productivity and everything. Oh, just a quick remember, indefinite, it's what doesn't categorize it yet, doesn't configure it like productive or unproductive yet, okay, and it's just need to configure it to some classification. Down here, filtered by this date too, on department, and give you the projected workload and all the descriptions about this time, just for you have a comparison, and I score too. Okay, how you can configure this project workload? Here, down here in settings, you go to working hours, you can add a new one, or if I have, like I have one in here, I will show you my working hours. You can add a description, it's be a user or a department or a company. Okay, you can do about this tree size. You can set for 1 users, 2 users. No, in my case I just use my user, for example. You can setting initial time, a final time, a break initial time, and a break final time. And a weekdays, this person will be working. Okay, you can add some minutes with tolerance. Okay, for example, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and if you set this lock screen, okay, on, in the time will be final time, you configure it, final time will appear a pop-up in here saying this machine will be lock screen in 30 seconds, so the employee can't working more. The machine will be lock screen, okay, in 30 seconds, but if the employee needs to log in again in this machine, he can, but the same pop-up will appear and give more 30 seconds into lock screen acts, okay. He can ask for extra time too in here, but we can talk about this after, okay. But in this time, it how you configure, how do you setting the working hours, okay. So going back, I will show you a location track. Today in Monitoo, it's a approximated location. It's based on an external IP of each computer, so it's about the provider internet, okay. In here you can approximate and everything. We give you to the internal IP and external IP, okay. Down here we have a BI about computers, a business intelligence. It's more like an inventory about these machines, where you can see computers by memory, by architecture, processor, operational system, and everything. You can see all this information, and you can export to PDF too, okay. Down here in BI programs, we have activate by category, where you can delete some more if you don't want to have this view, okay. The total time by process, you can see in this view or this one, you can see what process is most in each department. How I didn't filter by user or department will be the whole in the whole company, okay? And here, top 10 active per use by the day, right? I filter. So passing through the mouse, you can see all these activities. Okay, what's most used and everything. Websites will give you the same view, but it's a filter by websites. Okay, and the total time, and you have these more colorful than others. Okay, here we have a BI by idleness. So you can see the total idleness. I didn't filter by department. I filtered by a company, and you can see who are the most idle person in your team, with process. Sorry, computers are more idleness with department and everything in here. And down here you can see a top 10 process who is more idleness. Okay, like a lock screen and everything. In here in BI productivity, you can see like a ranking with top 10 most productive and less productive top 10 too. I will filter by the working hours only, just for you have the two experiences, okay? Because we setting these working hours just to have a clarified information about all employees and working hours, just for them to have some hours more and less, but inside the working hours, okay? Are you clicking in here in details, and you open the same dashboard, the same view was in the timeline, but with the day complete, okay? With the program, with the historic and everything. And I score about this day, and you can export to PDF too. Here in productivity programs, I will filter a date, and will give us a consolidated time about all programs and all websites these employees are accessing. Just for example, if I have 1 second in Chrome browser, for example, and 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, Monitoo will be calculating and give you this total hour in this whole program. Okay, it's filtered by a day. Okay, you can filter a more longer. The website will show you the same page, but with a URL instead a program. Okay, you can use this view. And here we have a point report. What is a point report in Monitoo? So you can't uh, you can't replace the point report you have in your company, okay? The official one here is just for comparing this information. Monitoo will give you the information the employee and what time started the machine, okay? So my example, I initiated my machine at 7:59 a.m. today, but it's not the same time I check in my point report, okay? It's just for have this information compare. Down here we have the historics. You can use the historics just for have more details about what the employers are doing the real time. For example, I'm using app Monitoo. I'm here with present you and I'm using it in real time because I don't have end date in here. And you can see this all information just for know what your employees are doing or what they are assessing. The same thing with websites. You can see the complete URL. And we have a historics idleness. You can filter for a day or a data or a date more bigger. Okay. What Monitoo considers idleness? He considers idleness when the employee is not having interaction with this machine after 2 minutes passing by. Okay, this time is configured, but by default we configured it by 2 minutes without interaction with computer, with keyboard, mouse, and everything. Okay, and here you have the all historic idleness by the day you filter. In here we have devices, okay, where you can see all the nicknames, departments, the last install, and everything. Is more technical information just for you have to know what devices are installed in these machines. And here in collaborators you can see who are the user and name and everything. You can still add a salary, okay, just for this dashboard complete. So we'll give you the information you need to monitor, calculate the time works with the time productivity and the salary. Okay, and is having a next one. You can schedule some reports to receive. Okay, so for example, I want to receive these reports all Mondays, okay, about this all information about this all historics and productive website and everything from the last days, the time at 9 a.m. about this department and this department. For example, you can add multiple emails and everything, okay, and so you have this schedule configured and setting. And for last, we have this last one. You can in here in notifications we have the extra hour. It's based on the working hours, okay. So with this lock screen, how I told you before, we'll be locking the screen in 30 seconds and everything. With this lock screen activate, the employee can ask for extra time. Okay, in here in the Windows taskbar you can see the log monitor, okay, and the employee can ask extra time, and asking and adjusting this time he can ask for adjust for. So for example, he can press with the right side of the mouse and ask for extra time. So for example, he can ask the manager, I need work today at the 6 a.m. 6 p.m. into 8 p.m. for example, and I need to justify something. Oh, because I didn't finish my work, I didn't finish my to-dos and everything, and you can complete this information and send in by the manager. Manager will be approve or declined this information, this extra time in here, or he will receive in the mail too. So he can approve or decline it in here or email. I think it's the best overview. We'll be recording more videos to present our tools and our new things and everything. And I hope you enjoy and try Monitoo for free for your